You're watching home prices climb. Interest rates stay stubbornly high at about 6.25% to 6.5% currently at the time of this video, and everyone seems split. Buy now or wait? Well, on Reddit, first-time home buyers are asking the same question: should I buy a home right now? Well, in today's video, Alyssa and I are going to be breaking down what home buyers are experiencing right now, what the San Antonio market is like, and how to decide if the time is right for you.
And this one user on Reddit asked, is now a good time to buy? I live in Texas and have been thinking about buying my first home in the Austin or San Antonio area for some years now. I'm finally at a point financially where I'm able to, and I've been approved for a mortgage up to $240,000. Is now a good time to buy? And is it better to buy a house or a condo?
Right. Now, that was actually a question posted on Reddit about 7 months ago. And although it's not too far away, this is actually still very relevant right now. Is this still a good time to buy a home? So let's talk about what buyers are actually fearing here at the moment. So, of course, everybody is fearing those interest rates. Right now, we're at about 6.3%, and it's not like it used to be where it was 2 to 3% interest rates.
Sure. And so that may be one thing that does hold buyers back from just jumping in or entering the market. But in reality, that is the average, right? Right here in San Antonio, we have seen builders, new construction builders offering lower interest rates than the average. Of course, we've seen 3.99,
Yep, 3.9.
4.25. So there's just a range. It's going to be dependent on what builder, you go with, but you can find deals. And moving into deals, when we talk about prices, builders are also offering deals on homes. So the prices might be something that also holds buyers back right now. The prices of homes you see everywhere, prices are skyrocketing and things like that. Prices are up, of course, but there are still ways and there's places that you can find deals.
Right. So as agents, we always help our clients negotiate prices, right? Just because someone lists a home at X amount of dollars doesn't mean that the home's actually going to be purchased for that amount of money. New construction and resale alike, right? So there's negotiating, there's getting closing cost assistance, there's getting down payment assistance, and the list goes on. But what is fearing buyers right now? It's going to be the interest rates and the prices. And not to mention, it's going to be the market. Like Alyssa said, there's deals to be had anywhere in real estate. Everything is negotiable. And there's ways to actually better position yourself in getting a even better deal. So I will tell you, year over year is the same thing, that during the holidays, and these are the facts, it's in the data that and the statistics that we have researched and that we know just from experience, is that there is not a lot of movement in the real estate market during the holiday months. So October, November, December, and even January, just after the new year. And so sellers that are selling their own homes know that, and sellers, as far as new construction, also know that as well. So they're even more enticed
Or willing to,
and willing to offer a better deal and offer some concessions and other accommodations to get that home sold. So there's deals anywhere you can look.
Definitely. And I think one other thing is that people may try to time the market, right? Or some people say, well, I'm going to time it because I think maybe the prices will go down, in the future in a few months, or interest rates will go down. But we can never predict what's going to happen, right? And so I think you can't time the market. I think that if you are in a space where you are wanting to move or you need to move for work or for whatever reason, and if you look at your numbers and they work for you, if you're you can comfortably pay the mortgage, if you can get a decent interest rate, if the numbers work out for you, then why not go ahead and make that move, right? Because like I said, you can't predict anything. Real estate is like a roller coaster, right? So you really can't predict what's going to happen, weeks from now, months from now, years from now.
Right. Now, what actually matters is going to be, like Alyssa's saying, the affordability, the stability, and the personal timeline, right? So if you can comfortably afford your home and it doesn't hinder your lifestyle, and it's able to keep up with you versus you have to back down to your mortgage, then why not if the numbers work out? Remember, this is still a business transaction than it is an emotional one. It's a business transaction in your life and making sure that it makes sense. Don't let it hinder you and just be all about your home. You still want to be able to go and experience life for what it is. And so making sure that you actually have a steady job, that you are stable in your life, that if you are thinking of expanding your family, then account for that in the future and for years to come because prices change. There's property taxes. So we talk about that on a separate video. We've talked about that numerous times, of course, here in Texas. But there's many other items to consider than what it is now the right time to buy a home. Sometimes you just have to go out there and look at what is in the market versus trying to do your research and trying to nitpick the minimal things that in the bigger scheme of things, if you zoom out, where a price is going to be in 5 years, where a price is going to be in 10 years. This is a long-term play. This isn't like investing in something that's going to pay you out tomorrow.
Sure, because buying a home is a big investment, maybe one of the biggest investments that you will make. So it's definitely, needed and worth taking a look and making sure that this is what I want to do, right? Or this is conducive to my lifestyle, getting a home now or waiting. Like I said, if the numbers work, then I would say then it is a good time to buy, right? If the numbers do not work for you and you're not going to be able to, like Frank mentioned earlier, live a comfortable lifestyle, or not have to make too many changes to your current lifestyle, then maybe now is not the time and you need to wait a little bit. So it really is just going to be dependent on your individual situation and what phase of life you're currently in.
Right. No, well said. So here on this channel, guys, we're all about honesty. We're all about showing you the facts and making sure that you understand the reality of being a home buyer here in this market and for years to come. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you got a lot out of it. If you have questions about the real estate market here in San Antonio, or you're thinking of actually relocating, or if you're local and thinking of relocating from one neighborhood to another, then feel free to reach out to us with the information on the screen with a phone call, text, or email, and we would love to help. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you on the next one.